What's going on, everyone? It's time for another Shudder original horror film. This is part of the countdown to Halloween that I've been doing. So let's keep it up. Yeah. So every day for the month of October and a little bit before, I started a little early. So I'm going to be posting at least one film review every day of either a horror, thriller, sci-fi, or fantasy film. So, and obviously they're going to be like weird and obscure and stuff like that you could check out and find instead of watching the same old ones every year. So yeah, today's review is a film called Oddity. It's a Shudder original, released July 19th, 2024, and is directed by Damien McCarthy, who did Cavite. He dies at the end. How Olin lost his eye, and Hungry Hickory. This had a box office of $1.3 million, and this was a limited release in theaters because obviously it's a Shudder original. So, yeah. But I heard a lot about this. I heard some really good things about this film. A lot of people were saying it's one of the scariest movies they've seen in a while, like scarier than The Conjuring and stuff like that. So I had to check it out. So, yeah. But Oddity. Oddity is an Irish horror film, and um, it's about a medium who loses her sister, and he starts getting visions of from who she encountered in her on a isolated home that she was renovating, and yeah, and weird things started happening. So she goes to investigate, and when she gets there, she uncovers more than what she was expecting and uncovers a horrifying haunting and some other stuff. Yeah, so this was quite the interesting film. Yeah, overall, the acting is really good in this. For an Irish film, sometimes they have thick accents and stuff, and it's hard to understand. But this one is pretty clear and pretty. It was pretty well acted. Cinematography is really good in this as well. It looked really well done. Even the staging of the horror, paranormal stuff, and that looked really good. And I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And the music definitely complements it really well. It makes it even more creepy and odd. And yeah, it just works. The special effects in it are also pretty good in it and stuff like that for a straight to Shutter film. This one actually was pretty high quality, and yeah, like most of their stuff. And yeah, but yeah, for the story itself, though, it was kind of generic and kind of basic. Though I wouldn't say it was scarier than The Conjuring or anything like that. I thought it was pretty like now, I'm not the type of person who really likes mediums. I don't believe in that and stuff. So I thought it was kind of annoying because in the first half hour, you see that basically the same vision, same opening scene and stuff of her, well, a little bit more and stuff like that mixed in. There's a lot of people are saying there's a lot of jump scares. There is, but they're pretty odd jump scares and stuff. Like she's sleeping in a tent in the living room, and there's a masked guy that peers over, which you could sort of tell was going to happen. And yeah, I thought it was kind of predictable. This movie, it did have some cool paranormal type of horror mixed in with it, and the story itself was pretty cool and atmospheric and dark. But for how it was set up and everything, I went in this with high expectations. That's probably why I didn't really find it as good as everyone else is saying. And also, it was more, like I said, a generic film. It wasn't super odd and weird. And yeah, and just like the whole way it was set up was just not really that interesting. So, but overall, from a film standpoint, it's a pretty well shot and made movie, except for the audio, because this is one of those ones where they talk quietly and then the paranormal or jump scares come in. There's loud sounds and music and stuff like that, and just it's annoying when films do that. But overall, I thought it was a decent film, and it wasn't like it's not terrible or anything. It's just it needed more than what I was expecting, than what we got. I was expecting way more, and yeah, but overall, I still thought it was a good movie. So I'm gonna give Oddity a 3.5 out of 5. It was decent enough, but in the end, I just didn't think it was as good as what most people were saying. From That's at least what I think. So yeah, if you want to check it out, like I said, it is on Shudder, but I'll link the trailer down below, so you at least check that out down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there and some fun fact thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below, David P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video. Share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And also, if you have any recommendations for films for me to watch this October, I'll like those too. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Hope you find some weird, obscure, and odd they probably never thought of checking out together. And also hear my opinions on popular films, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, we're going to do an Australian found footage film that basically their Blair Witch or Last Broadcast type of found footage mockumentary film, The Tunnel, in the next review. A lot of people are saying it's pretty unnerving and stuff, and I've never seen it, so I'm going to check out that. So that'll be the next review. So make sure you tune in for that and watch out for all those mediums sensing dead people and going and unearthing more apparent spirits to torment us. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.